Twitch. You can see me. Nice. Hello everyone, hi, how's it going? I am back. I am here today. I am here. I don't know if this stream is gonna be super long. It's probably gonna be maybe I don't know, 2 hours because I gotta get ready for work tomorrow. Updates about work. I have been applying to jobs. Yay. I have been applying to jobs and it has been going, the job employment for me has been going the job search has been going as expected. I forgot to add my most recent work experience on LinkedIn, so it looked like I had like a 1 year work gap, which honestly sucks because having to work all the time, bro. like when you enter into corporate America, recruiters will side-eye you for the weirdest things. They'll side-eye you if you have a contract and the contract runs out within 6 months to a year, because now they want to see employees that have worked at a company for more than 2 years, when it's just not feasible in this market right now with all the changes in tech. And then also you have people who will side-eye you if you take a gap year, maybe because you are educating yourself and you're trying to get your master's, or maybe because maybe you had a kid, maybe you're on parental leave, something like that, And even if you do have a job and you're on maternal leave or parental leave and you come back, sometimes a job will make it incredibly painful for you to work there, difficult for you to work there, so that you will be let go. So you decide to quit before they have to lay you off, so they don't have to pay any unemployment. You know what I mean? I've mentioned this before, but a lot of tech companies are doing this thing where they are laying off their employees, or they're putting they're not laying off their employees, they're putting them on PIPs, performance improvement plans, which everybody knows in corporate, if you get a PIP, you better look for another job. That's code for it's time for you to look for another job. It doesn't matter how hard you improve or how hard you work at it, you are already in trouble. You are already in a bad place. So just look for another job, stay at that job as long as you can, look for another job, or just get ready for them to lay you off. But a lot of tech companies, to prevent to keep from paying severance, they are putting well-performing employees on PIPs, and then saying that these employees are underperforming and being very nitpicky and micromanaging their work that they do for these companies, and then inevitably laying them off so that they can get out of paying them severance. A lot of Facebook or Meta, I guess, are doing stuff like this, allegedly, which is so grody and so unfortunate, and makes me realize how much I just can't see myself staying in corporate America for a super duper long time. I just can't see myself staying there for a very very extended time period climbing up the corporate ladder. I have no desire to do that. I have a pay rate that I want to go for. That's pretty like high enough to be like comfortable. But as far as like being principal or director of anything, like I don't, because it only gets worse from there. It gets more grimy. Sometimes it's all about who you know and the office politics that you play. Even with like before I got laid off from my job, there were like big changes being made that kind of signaled to me that something big is going to come to the pipeline before they inevitably told us that they were going to be transitioning. I always say that the good news is that I do get like some sort of severance, which is always great. And I also, you know, have like allocated PTO saved up, so that's also awesome too. But it just still sucks, man. Because it's really, really tough to apply for jobs and put yourself out there. And I kind of just want to stay at a company for at least 2 to 3 years. At least 2 to 3 years before I pivot on to something else. Or before, like, I don't know, maybe I can do this full time. But it's just tough, bro. I feel like even if I was able to do this full time, oh no. Damn it. That mosquito I tried to kill off bit me. Ow, and it hurts. It was a huge mosquito too. Anyway, I feel like even if I could do this full time, I'd still work a full time 9 to 5, or maybe I'd just work at the library or something like really lax, and then keep learning. Nah, I think I'd just work my 9 to 5 and keep learning and keep educating myself, and then just in case like this implodes. I've mentioned this before, but I feel like since content creation is the new way, or was seemingly the new way on how you can make money, and start a business and start a brand for yourself, I feel like a lot of people have ran to social media as a way to make some coin or start a business. And there isn't anything wrong with that. It's... One second. There's some noise outside of my apartment. All right, so there isn't anything wrong with that. It's just that it's getting incredibly difficult. Like, it's getting more and more and more difficult for people to create a space for themselves or create like a lucrative business opportunity on the internet because of how oversaturated things are. You know, I think in the 90s, the big thing was like being a athlete. Like, everyone dreamed of being a pro athlete. Now everyone dreams of being a pro, like a full-time content creator or streamer. You know what I mean? Like, nobody, I think in the 2000s, it was like just being famous for the sake of famous. Everybody dreamed of that. And then as influencing got big and I guess got commodified, and brands started looking into influencing as a way to make money because of how close a YouTuber or an influencer was able to develop a relationship with their audience and sway the opinion of their audience. They were able to, you know, a lot of advertisers and businesses were able to bank on that and pay these influencers so much money to the point where now the most coveted career is being a content creator or an influencer. And there is a lot of money to be made if you are a creator or influencer. But unfortunately, from what I hear through the pipeline, what the streets are saying is that in order to maintain that type of success, you have to be like making Mr. Beast type of content. Like, you have to be making very formulaic, algorithmic type of content, like watch me sleep with 1,000 turtles type shit. Like, you can't like, there is no way that you're gonna be able to, it's gonna be really difficult. Like, if you're just doing commentary, it has to be very punchy YouTube, I guess is a way to put it, or punchy Twitch. Then there's streaming, which is that can be really, really difficult. I don't know. Maybe I might try, since I am unemployed, maybe I might try streaming on Twitch every single day just to see what that looks like. But I do find it easier to stream on YouTube. I just like it a little bit more. I'm not really a fan of streaming on Twitch. It's a little bit harder to guide my audience, you know, put my audience, funnel my audience over to Twitch. And I'm trying to get enough followers. Well, I'm actually not trying. I'm not posting on TikTok, but I need to get enough followers on TikTok so I can start going live on TikTok as well. But it's just, you know, dude, it's just tough out here. It's really hard to make money. Everybody's struggling except for like the upper like 5%, not even, maybe like the 1%. I heard that Jeff Bezos had a wedding. Like, he had a wedding and broadcasted it like it was some royal wedding that we should be celebrating. Girl, nobody cares about your raggedy ass wedding. Nobody cares about your wedding, bro. Like I don't know what it is about these tech billionaires thinking that they can they're actively trying to create a tech oligarchy. And I believe Professor Jiang said this. They're also trying to compete with the central banks. They're trying to compete with the central banks and hold as much power as the central banks do in America. And so when I see a lot of like hoopla about Jeff Bezos and his royal, I guess his royal adjacent wedding, right? I'm just like, nobody actually cares about your raggedy ass wedding, who you married, who the woman was that you guys got married in Italy. Nobody cares about the celebrities that were out there. Like, Kim K was out there. Girl, Kim K is not relevant anymore, and she just be shoving herself in spaces where she's just not relevant. Like, nobody cares that she is, like, you know, fraternizing with Jeff Bezos. I think it was Khadija Maboe who said that they predict that Kim K is going to marry a tech billionaire and do like a full trad wife, Christian, God-fearing woman rebrand, which I'm not surprised. Like, Khadija also said that like, people are gonna be shocked when Kim does this, but also, like, I don't think I'll be shocked. That makes, like, all, like, with all due respect, like, hoe logic. That like money hoe logic, like all about your money hoe logic, that makes way too much sense. That makes way too much sense for her to you know, get in cahoots with Jeff Bezos, find her a tech billionaire, do a full like trad wife clean girl rebrand, milkmaid dress, YSL Libre, and dainty day collar jewelry and all, and then you know, convert to Christianity, or say that she's a devout Christian. Like, that just it just clicks way too much. And honestly, Christians, okay, like, I'm gonna talk to y'all, all right? I'm also a Christian too, but I'm going through some stuff, all right? Pray for me, all. But like, I just want to I just want y'all to know that you guys got to be careful about who you let pour into you. That's all I'm gonna say. Just be so careful about who you let pour into you, in regards to like these new influencers that are coming out, old influencers that are rebranding to Christianity, celebrities that are taking on Christianity. A lot of them they know that you guys will fall for the okie doke. They know that, and they know that they can just put Christian on anything and y'all will support it. And I just want y'all to just be really like so careful about certain influencers doing Christian rebrands, because they're just trying to garner an audience. Like, B. Simone is a really big girly pop that a lot of black influencer spaces, black social media spaces have looked at and been like, huh? Like, her? And like, she's still fucking with the baby. who, excuse me, you know, I haven't gone to church in forever, but like, I don't think is like super Christ-like. I don't know. Like, I don't want to like talk about her salvation. That's always what they want to say about people who are, you know, born again Christians, is talk about their salvation and whether or not they're truly saved or not. If I can be honest about Christianity for about like a few minutes, I am going through it right now. I'm going through it with my faith. Okay. I don't want to call it a deconstruction journey because I don't think that's what it is yet. But I just know that before I make any finite decisions about like what I choose to believe in, I have to like do a full reading of the Bible first, just to gain like a better understanding, and maybe like study the Bible before I make any like finite decisions. But like from what I've understood about Christianity, growing up, you know, God loves you as long as you don't disobey him. But Christianity at its core has always been a colonizing religion. It's been a colonizing patriarchal religion that has been used to control marginalized groups, people of color, people who have already established their own faith, their own beliefs, their own way of living, in order to continue on their what do they call it? Continue on their mission. And I don't know if I really agree with that as I get older and I kind of delve into how the faith operates. And the more I get older, and I like understand, like I look at faith for what it is, the more I realize how I was looking at like religion and Christianity through rose-colored glasses growing up, the more I realized that people are not perfect. People are not gods. They're not perfect. Therefore, we shouldn't treat them as such. And the more I start questioning organized religion like the church, I question it a lot. I question its purpose, its intentions, you know. And so yeah, I'm just going through that little deconstruction journey. See, I'll keep you updated on my thoughts once I have finally came to a decision. But yeah, happy Sunday, guys. Happy Sunday. But like I said, nobody really cares about like Jeff Bezos's wedding. Like I think I mean, maybe certain spaces do. I'm always like particular on like who is like keeping up with the news, because the news nowadays is all based off of a person's algorithm. So like I might not have a lot of creators talking about Jeff Bezos' wedding, but somebody else might. But I think it just like people just don't really care. You know what I mean? Like they don't really care about super wealthy people doing super wealthy things. What's crazy is now that like Oprah Winfrey, girl, people don't like her. People don't like Oprah Winfrey. And like, I don't blame them because she's done some really shitty things. But someone on TikTok said that Oprah Winfrey is the evil billionaire that y'all want Beyonce to be. And I absolutely agree. I agree. Like, I think that you don't get to be a Beyonce without having a really good team behind you to help you, and stepping on some people, and having like a capitalistic nature about you. Yes, but I also feel like it's not just Beyonce. Like it's a team. Like it's her family. It's probably Jay-Z. It's not like it. Like for Oprah, it's For Oprah, it's just Oprah. For Oprah's whole empire, like OWN network and all of that, it's really just Oprah Winfrey. You know what I mean? But for Beyonce and her whole empire, it's like Beyonce, Matthew, Tina, Jay-Z, maybe Solange. Like it's not just her. So yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about Beyonce. I don't want to like make this whole video about Beyonce. I will say that I mentioned yesterday that I said that Zara Larsson is a peer of Beyonce. I just realized what peer meant. I think peer means like contemporaries. Okay, so I think peer means contemporaries, and I want to just correct myself and say that I don't think Zara Larsson is a peer, but I do think that Zara Larsson is a student of Beyonce. She's very much so a student. So yeah, I just want to put that correction out there so you guys, like, I don't want to disrespect the Beehive, I guess. So anyway, let's get into some topics. I kind of want to game. I kind of want to play some Marvel Rivals, but when I do play Marvel Rivals, I get really silent. So let me see what I can do here. Maybe I can start with Infinity Nikki, because girl, I'm stuck in Infinity Nikki. I don't know where to go. I do not know where to go. Hopefully I can like upload the game. Sometimes the game has trouble loading, but I think it's okay. I think it's good. Oh, have you guys heard of like this indie animation channel called Animation Plus? Let me just... Okay, it's called Animation Plus. And I guess it's like... it's like Adult Swim, but more chaotic, I guess. Some of the stuff they have on there... Okay, so it's Animation Plus, a free channel focused on adult comedy content, launches in the US and Canada. So it's just like a whole channel. So it's basically Adult Swim, but like thought out, you know, like Adult Swim wasn't originally, oh, hi James, nice to meet you, nice to see you again, thank you for coming in. So Adult Swim has always been a channel block, like a show block on Cartoon Network, the whole channel, right? So let me pull up Adult Swim to break this down for y'all. Okay, Adult Swim has always been like a block on Cartoon Network that normally showed on Cartoon Network. Yeah, that normally showed after like 10 p.m. on a weekday. And then I think on weekends, maybe like a little bit later, like after like 12 or 11. But then Cartoon Network got into some hot water with like, I think Max and like their streaming properties. Let me just look up what happened to Cartoon Network shows on Max, because streaming started. I think Max got rid of, I'm not reading AI overview out of spite. Yeah, so before HBO Max, so HBO Max happened, and then they had all the Cartoon Network shows on there, right? And then Max happened, I guess because of something going on with Warner Bros. Discovery, and Max inevitably removed Cartoon Network hits and other animated series on their streaming channel, which is like horrendous, right? So recently, much to chagrin of many, CartoonNetwork.com was shut down by Warner Bros. Discovery. Although the site had once featured ways to watch some of our favorite Cartoon Network series, it was much more than that. CartoonNetwork.com felt like a historical fixture on our internet experience, and we were sorry to see it go. Still, Max promised that we would watch our favorite Cartoon Network series on Max, both explicitly in a message to fans and implicitly by redirecting CartoonNetwork.com to Max's homepage. Damn. So they redirected Cartoon Network. Let me see if this is a canon event. Shit. Yeah, Max's homepage. Wow. Okay. All right. But sadly, as 2025 begins, Max has removed some of our favorite Cartoon Network series from its platform. So there it is. So like some Cartoon Network shows are in a vault, right? So you're never going to see them again. Of course, content removal happens all the time on streaming channels, but seeing our favorite Cartoon Network hits disappear. Like Teen Titans Go, all of Gen Z young Gen Z and probably some of Gen Alpha was rocking with Teen Titans Go Heavy. Like, that's just gone, like, in a vault. Really makes us feel like it's the end of an era. So, like, Cartoon Network, you know, I've looked at the channel on cable lately, right? I've looked at the channel on cable lately, and it's just nothing but Adult Swim. Like, it's literally all of Adult Swim, right? There are no more cartoon shows that I have seen on Cartoon Network. Like, Adult Swim used to start at like 8 p.m. or at like 10 p.m. on like weekdays, 12 p.m., 1 p.m. on like weekends. Now, girl, it's starting at 6 because they ain't got no shows. Okay, they ain't got no shows. And so with that in mind, we have now this new channel dedicated to adult animations specifically, and it's called Animation Plus. And I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like it. It's like a little, like, it's a really funny, like, I think Meat Canyon, let me pull up Meat Canyon real quick. Yeah, this weirdo, like, with this weird art style, like, he's on the streaming network, like, or on the channel. I love it. I think it's awesome that it's a free channel focused on adult comedy content. I think it's awesome that it's launched. I think some of the skits that they do are like pretty funny. Recently I watched a skit where they were doing what is it called? Super Anime Bros. Yeah, Super Anime Bros. Where they're like parodying anime, like One Piece and Dragon Ball Z, but with Mario characters. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a little funny. It's a little funny. Like, they did one with Dragon Ball Z, they did one with One Piece. I guess this is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Like, I don't know. I like this channel. And I like the direction that adult animation has taken. I think over the past decade, we've all realized that adult animation goes beyond the scope of Family Guy and The Simpsons, you know what I mean? Like, adult animation can be just as serious, it can be just as gritty. You can come up with like a really great piece of work with some adult animation, like Arcane, even though like Arcane is like PG-13 or whatever, but like I would still consider like some of the themes like adult. Like, you can make serious adult animation, you can make goofy ones, you don't have to make it raunchy all the time. Like, Bob's Burgers is one of my favorite like funny adult animated series because it's just so wholesome. Never watched too much of The King of the Hill, so I don't know if it's just as wholesome as Bob's Burgers, but like, it doesn't have to be raunchy in order to be funny. And I never, like, Family Guy got, I think as I got older, and I think as a lot of us got older, we started to not watch Family Guy or Family Guy got less and less funny because like some of the jokes were just not, like, they were just crude. They weren't even like genius. It was just like, let's make fun of grape culture. Like, girl, no, I don't want to make fun of that. How is that funny? Like, that one scene, oh, this is gonna be relevant to what I'm talking about. That one scene where Quagmire is on The Bachelor and he's like one of the contestants on The Bachelor or The Bachelorette, and he like spikes the Bachelorette's drink. And then he starts to like remove her shoe, and it's like hinting at him like trying to grape her, right? And like he looks at the camera and he's like, "Oh, I'm not doing that. Mind your business." It's like that shit isn't funny anymore because that shit actually happens and it's weird. You know what I mean? So, and it's disturbing. So like, Family Guy isn't as funny, and I think because we know too much and like there is a sense of like couth that we have now. Anti-woke people will call it political correctness, but I'm just saying like couth. Like, we're a little bit more sensitive to like serious topics like this, right? Just like we were super sensitive to 9/11 happening in like 2000. Like, we're super sensitive to like topics about, you know, grape culture and assault and all of that. Like, they became less and less funny. Like, they really had to rely on crude humor, crude like guys' locker room humor in order to stay relevant. You know what I mean? And And I never watched South Park either. I was never allowed to. I was never allowed to watch South Park or The Simpsons, but I was allowed to watch Family Guy. So I never got into The Simpsons. I heard that Marge Simpson passed away. Prayers up for Marge. I think, okay, so yeah, she passed away. And I don't know if it's because the voice actress passed away. And so maybe they're paying homage to her, or if she actually passed away. No, she's still with us. So I don't know what's I don't know what's going on with that, but Marge Simpson passed away. So, like, I don't know what we're going to do or what they're going to do. I've never watched The Simpsons like that. I heard after season 8, it was just, like, not that funny anymore. But, yeah, R.I.P. Marge. Nice. I like this. R.I.P. Marge Simpson. Rest easy, queen. Rest easy. I didn't know Cardi B went as Marge Simpson. That's cute. I like Cardi B. I hear that Outside is making numbers. So Cardi B's new single, Outside, is doing numbers. Let me look at the Billboard Top 100 real quick to see how good numbers are. I think maybe in hip hop it's doing pretty well. I kind of stopped believing the Billboard Hot 100. Like, I feel like the Billboard Hot 100 is a load of shit because, like, I've never heard Ordinary in my life. I haven't even heard, like, a tidbit of What I Want. I've heard Man Child because I actually like Sabrina Carpenter, but, like, do people really rock with Morgan Wallen like that? Like, probably. Yeah, Middle America probably fucks with him a little bit. But, like, I don't know. Shabuzi's still going strong. Okay. Outside is debuted at number 10. So I have a feeling that it's gonna hit number 1, maybe, you know what I mean? Raven Lenae in there. I love Leon Thomas. Boo Drake. Okay, so yeah, like, Outside seems to be doing pretty well, I guess. A lot of people like it. Like I said, it sounds older. It sounds much older, and I've mentioned this before. I like Cardi B. I do like Cardi B as an artist, but it just really does feel like she needs a lot of maintenance in order to make a splash. Like, she really can't just drop an EP and then, like, be done and then it be, like, the most iconic thing ever. Like, she needs writers and producers and a big budget music video that everyone's going to talk about, maybe a narrative of who she's dating, which, honestly, use all the tools you need, but it's just, like, there's some there's some rappers who really don't need all of that. And this is, like, no Cardi B hate. I still like her, but they don't need all of, like, the high maintenance stuff in order to drop. They just make music and go. But yeah, I'm glad Outside is doing well for her. And this costume is cute. Okay, moving on to Infinity Nikki real quick. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of this, but I'm lost. I'm not gonna lie. I'm out in the boonies. I don't even know where I am, and I'm lost. And I can't get a Wim Star, and it sounds like it's raining. I don't want to be here when it's raining. Before I talk to these people, I want to see what this thing is. I don't like that it's raining. This game is depressing when it rains. Okay. How am I supposed to... Lamp chili. I like all the stuff I'm collecting. That's always good. It's a tiny breeze. I'm not worried one bit. I'm glad you're not. It just looks so dreary. Like, I feel sad. And I want to know what's up there, but I don't know how to get up there. Every day I wonder if I should just run away to Canada. Every day I wonder. I'm scared to even say that. One of my friends, she told me that, oh wait, hey. Ah, shit. And one of my friends, she told me that they're thinking about removing TikTok again and opening up or creating a new like US based app of TikTok just to keep us more isolated. Like, that's all they're trying to do. They're trying to isolate us, girl. Because they know we be speaking too much and we be yapping our gums and oh my god, no. And we be yapping our gums and talking too much and just talking about things that are going on in the world. Like the propaganda of like what America should be fighting for is just not working for us any longer. Have you noticed? No. I want to figure out a way how to get over there because it seems doable. I think I just have to float a little bit more. And so I think with tools like with apps like TikTok, especially with like how it's affecting our like dopamine and everything. There we go. Whee! With our dopamine and everything, I think they're trying to... Ooh, shaky branch. Oh, I need 3 bees and long stocking wool essence can be used to craft clothes and essence imbued overflowing wool and gluing stockings. This material has not yet been discovered yet. Look at this. This comb. Hair comb. I like it. I'm gonna see if I can craft it. I got some bees. Well, I thought I collected a bee. Oh well. Maybe I can find some more bees. But I feel like if they take away TikTok and start a new app, I don't know, things are gonna get like really weird real quick, because even though there's a lot of misinformation that goes on TikTok, it does keep you well informed about things that are going on in the world, and like there's a lack of censorship on there that allows, I guess, Americans to kind of wake up. Oh, I can't go over there. Okay, excuse you. That allows Americans to wake up and realize that, like, hey, a lot of the stuff that like America is spoon feeding you is not accurate. So I can appreciate TikTok for that, but there is a lot of misinformation. But I think they're probably creating a new TikTok app because they see the benefit in it, and they know it's a lot harder. It's a lot harder to. It's a lot harder to control people nowadays. I look so beautiful. There is no way I'm gonna... Oh, God, I hate these ones. They expect me to be doing the most. Okay, let me just... But then what am I gonna do? How do I get up there? No. Yeah, there was no way I was gonna get that. Oh my god. I need more Wim stars, bro. I need more Wim stars. Oh, it's raining again? Oh, I don't like this. This is like Georgia weather. Like it'll be like it'll be really cool, or be hot and muggy, and then it'll start raining out of nowhere. I hate that. Come here, lamp chilies. Damn, I told y'all that I was gonna speak about The Bachelor. I will. I'll talk about it. Just not now. I want to grind an Infinity Nikki. I'm distracted. We'll talk about it in a minute. It's sunny again. Yeah, this is true Atlanta weather. This makes sense. This checks. Alright, let me see if I can try to collect that star again. Ooh, there's a rainbow. That's pretty. I really want to play Marvel Rivals today. Going back to this thing. All right, let me focus. Who is over there? Oh no, I missed the cloud. Can I start over? Okay, thank you. Because what even was that? Okay. Oh, there's no way. Damn. All right, let's try again. Let's try again in the rain. Who is this person over here? I think that might be one of my friends. They always hear when I'm here. Okay, let's shit. Okay, let me see if I can just jump. Damn it, can't get it. All right, let's go back and start over. I don't like these ones. These ones are a lot. I wish you could just like hit one, but no, you have to like manually go over. Looks like a helping delicious savory. Okay. Damn it! No! Alright, I'm gonna try one more time, and then after this, I think I'm gonna play Marvel Rivals. What was I saying about Marvel Rivals? Oh, like there's new characters coming out. There is Jean Grey and Blade. I like the hairstyle that they gave Blade. Very original. Like it. I I mean, not super original. It's just straight backs, but it's better than the other hairstyles that we have been giving black dudes, like the side part dreadlock shaved on the side, you know. God, can I like? No, I can't. Okay, so we're not gonna do that anymore. We're just gonna hit some flour sacks. Yes, we're gonna hit some flour sacks. Wool fruit. Oh, it's nighttime. Okay. Oh, there's some beetles. Gotta collect them. Gotta collect them. Collect you. Alright, I think I'm going to play some Marvel Rivals because I am bored. And I can't collect that Whim Star. It's making me upset. So before I play some Marvel Rivals, I'm gonna talk about dating shows. Something that I've noticed. All right, so let me quit. Exit game. All right. Okay, so let's go into what I was gonna talk about. So I started watching this show called Unreal, which is basically about excuse me, Infinity Nikki. Excuse you. Which is basically about a show behind the scenes of a reality TV dating competition similar to The Bachelor. And it's about these two characters. I believe she's the producer over here, and I believe this character over here is just somebody who like works the back end and kind of works the cast to get a good storyline for the reality television show. And you know, considering that this is a drama, they're obviously going to exaggerate some things. They're going to do some things on those on a like a television drama, a primetime drama that probably isn't super that might not be as accurate as to what happens in real life. However, I do think a lot of things that happen in this show, and based off of people I've known who've worked in reality TV, kind of parallel each other. For example, in the first episode, this character, let me look up what everybody's names are. So Anna, and Quinn and Rachel. Okay, so Anna, so this character, Anna, hopefully that's the right name. I just gotta make sure. That's not, okay, that's not her. That's not her name, excuse me. Let me just, while I look for her name. I think, okay, Rachel, Unreal. Sherry Appleby. Okay, so Sherry Appleby's character, Rachel, is on the show, and they are trying to vote off a contestant, or like not give a contestant a rose. And she talks with The Bachelor, because The Bachelor understands that a lot of these dating shows are fake. And honestly, I'm of the opinion of The Bachelor. A lot of these dating shows are incredibly fake, which is why I never really, like, there was a moment in in like 2018 and 2019 where I was watching them because I was bored and I paid for Hulu and like what else am I gonna watch? But like after a while I started realizing what was going on. A lot of this stuff is super unrealistic, it's super fake, and it's not worth watching or like holding on to or clinging onto, if you will. Personally, my favorite reality TV shows are The Real Housewives because it's a continuous cast. However, as of recently, The Real Housewives hasn't really been that good. Apparently, I hear that maybe Real Housewives of Atlanta is picking up. I only watch Atlanta and Potomac. I have stopped watching University or Real Housewives of Salt Lake City because I don't know, girl. Mormons. I know a lot of them aren't Mormon though, but it's just, I think, what was the name of that girl before she went to jail? That lady who went to jail for fraud. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I think her name was Jen Shaw. So when Jen Shaw went to jail, I feel like the show was still good, apparently to some people, but like I just lost interest because she was like the moment of that show. And then Real Housewives of Atlanta fell off, I want to say after season 8. Like when Portia first came on, that was a really good season, and then after that it just kind of fell off. And Real Housewives of Potomac isn't beating those colorism allegations, so I just kind of stopped watching. But it's nice to like watch a season of people that are on a series repeatedly, you know, instead of like new contestants coming in and having to learn about them and stuff. I also like Married to Medicine, though I don't really know what's going on with that right now, but I was a big fan of Married to Medicine. I thought that was really cool. But more importantly, talking about Unreal and just like how a lot of like the behind the scenes stuff kind of works in order to get a storyline for a lot of these shows, I really did appreciate how Unreal kind of portrayed what it takes in order to get a story from these like bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, innocent contestants. I think where it is super unrealistic though is that like a lot of these contestants are on this show for love. Like they genuinely think that they are going to be on the show and get married to the Bachelor, which I think is an heir of like a hotel empire. And like, that's just not true. That's just not real. Like, that's not going to happen. You know, like maybe for cameras, it might be, y'all might be like taking pictures and stuff, but it's probably not going to work out. Honestly, people who have means like that, normally they tend to marry people within their own economic circle. Wealthy people are going to marry wealthy people. Like, it's very, very rare. It is super, super rare for wealthy people to marry outside of their wealth circle, you know? No classism. That's just kind of like, that just makes sense because you guys can like grow together and build more wealth. And honestly, it's very dangerous, in my opinion, for a woman to want to pursue a wealthy man without having anything backed up, because that just that's breeding grounds for you to be in a very financially abusive, financially manipulative relationship, right? So with that in mind, it's Prince, he's a bachelor, and we have all these bachelorettes, and the first season opens up with Anna, I believe. Is that her name? No, Rachel, excuse me, not Anna, Rachel, trying to get the best she can out of a contestant. I think her name was Brittany, because Quinn had made Brittany out to be she was trying to make her be like the character that's the bitch of the show. Like, she's a character that nobody likes, nobody rocks with, you know what I mean? And so like I guess the best way to put it, like, I love New York, Tiffany Pollard, she's trying to get a Tiffany Pollard out of this character, and she's trying to like set up this storyline of like, okay, we need to make her the bitch, we need to make her mean, and we need to put a storyline on that. She also is looking at like a really tall girl named Hannah. or Faith, not Hannah, Faith. She's looking at Faith, Rita Wolf, Faith, and she's like, okay, so she's gonna be the butt of all jokes, and she is not going to you know, get a love interest at the end of it, right? Like, she won't get a love interest at the end of it, or she won't words, what are we talking about today? She's not gonna get a rose the first round. But then Rachel comes in and then convinces the Bachelor. Let me figure out what the Bachelor's name is real quick. We are unprepared today, folks. The Bachelor's name is Adam. She tries to convince Adam to actually give the last rose to Rachel and to forego the rose to Brittany, the bitch of the series, to make for a better storyline. And Quinn's freaking out. She's like, that's my bitch. What are we gonna do? How are we gonna get a story out of her? And then Rachel kind of pulls Brittany aside to have like a heart to heart. And Brittany's thinking that she's having like a genuine heart to heart with Rachel, one of like the producers of the show, or one of the crewsmen of the show. And what ends up happening is they are like recording like their heart to heart, where Brittany's basically like, the crew people know that Brittany had a very rough childhood, and she was sent to a psych ward and all of that. So Rachel leverages that information in order to get like a moment out of Brittany, you know what I mean? And so then Brittany crashes out. She's not the calm, cool, collected bitch that everybody wanted her to be, and it ends up making good TV, and they end up using that footage for the show. And like Brittany's like horrified. She's like, you bitch, why would you do this? Fuck all of you. You know what I mean? And I was just thinking about that a little bit. And I was just like, damn, these shows are grody. And they work that way. I was actually speaking at one of my friends' going away party. I was at her going away party, and we were talking to somebody who does work in reality TV and has like worked as a crewsman, and basically said, yeah, you have to go in there and you have to like put narratives into these entertainers' heads and these contestants' heads. You have to say, so and so said this about you, how do you feel? And then like already the person that you're filming, the actor or the talent that you're filming, is gonna come out like they already have like thoughts about like what so might have said about them. They're gonna start talking about it and like feel a way towards so and so, not realizing that behind the scenes the cruise people are trying to like manipulate the scene, manipulate the scenario, so that they can get a moment out of their talent, so that they can ultimately create a good show. All right. And so that's why I look at shows like The Bachelor, right? Like this show, The Bachelor or The Bachelorette. It was a big deal when they started having a black bachelorette. That was a huge deal. So like The Bachelorette, Rachel Lindsay's season. I look at these shows and I'm just kind of like, like these shows are full of shit, right? Like they're a crock of shit. Then there was like Bachelor in Paradise, right? And I think the new show that is trending amongst young adults, is Love Island. Which I tried watching Love Island in the UK. I tried several times, and I was so confused as to how the game was played. I guess I was multitasking. I was doom scrolling on IG. I don't know. But like, I started watching Love Island on the UK, and I was just like, okay, what is the point? Like, what are we trying to do here? It wasn't until I watched Lesbian Love Island, I Kissed a Girl, where I was like, oh, okay, so they're out here trying to find love. I don't know, maybe I was more invested in them because they were the girls were on there were attracted to me. But I don't know, just seeing a bunch of straight people try to find love. Straight people try to find love. I don't know. It was just straight hot people, you know, like, I don't know. And I see video clips of people crashing at like legit having like freaking out over like Love Island scenes. I will say that Huda is pretty. I've said this before. Huda is very pretty. You know, she's very cute. She makes me want to take pole dancing classes, honestly. That's like my big thing. Okay, side note. I want to get like super fit and then transition into pole dancing at like 35 and then do that for 10 years. So I can be like top tier MILF come 45 years old. But anyway, Huda's cute. Huda's cute. And I said that my boyfriend, he likes Adriana. Yeah, Adriana Santo. Girl, I'm sorry. This lovely lady here, he says that she's pretty, which I can see it. She's very pretty. She got like that exotic look going on. But like most of Love Island, like this is just so plastic to me and like so annoying to watch, because I guess when people watch these shows, it's like just trying to see how like hot, attractive people interact with each other. But I think what we're realizing is that when people like lead with their looks, there isn't much that comes out of it, right? Like there's not much that comes out of leading with your looks, basically. Like you have to, like, the personality sometimes isn't all the way there. I'd say that the happy medium of like attractive people who are actually funny and nice to be around are the people who were like ugly ducklings growing up, so they weren't that cute when they were younger. They weren't that attractive, they weren't the beauty standard, and so they had to learn other ways to stand out and be attractive. And so then when they got older and they actually did start glowing up, not only are they like nice to look at or pretty, but they're also have a personality. You know what I mean? That's what you really want to strive to be in life. You never want to be like nothing's going on up here. You never want to be like nothing's going on up here and then like attractive. Like you want to always like have like some sort of personality that people like gravitate towards, I guess. But I don't know, looking at like the problem with a lot of these shows, let me go to The Bachelor real quick and pull that up, is that there is no way in hell that these people are genuinely on these shows trying to find love. Like they're not going on these shows to find love and to find relationships. At this point, everybody knows that people are going on these shows because they are they're looking for a moment. They're looking for a come up. They're going to try and be an influencer. I mentioned Rachel Lindsay. So let me pull up Rachel Lindsay. Rachel Lindsay did The Bachelorette, and I don't even think she's with dude anymore. I don't even know if that's a dude that she was with at the time for The Bachelorette. But like Rachel Lindsay is now on E News, like making announcements on E News. Like she's guest starring on Good Morning America. She's has her own podcast that is pretty successful, honestly. But yeah, like these type of shows are come up shows. They're not really like shows that you go on actually to find love. Like it never pans out. And so when I look at something like Love Island, where it's all about like super hot, attractive people, attractive straight people trying to find relationships, it's just like, or trying to find love by doing like, you know, hot and heavy things. It's just like, what are we like this isn't like, y'all aren't trying to be a thing like that. Like y'all aren't really trying to be in a relationship. Like y'all are genuinely here for a moment. Like Huda went on this show and now people can't stop talking about her. They're like, oh, she's a vertical Pilates girl, that's what I like to call it, or a midnight ballerina. Now people are on TikTok doing tutorials of how she did the little, you know what I mean, with her legs up, you know, like that's the type of show that Love Island is. It's a come up show for influencers, and I'm not mad at it. The Ultimatum is also like that. Queer Ultimatum, I just got finished watching that. No one can shut up about Mel and Megan, girl. Mel and Megan and Dana, girl, like you know, and Brittany and Martha, I think it's her name. Queer Ultimatum, because I think Brittany and the other Brittany here. Okay, hold on, wait a minute. Okay. the way I like high key have a crush on Megan though, like don't tell her I said that. And Brittany, I do have a crush on Brittany. But Brittany and this girl, I forgot her name, like they're friends now, and that's so cute. And then like Mel and this girl, like they are toxic. And then like Brittany and Megan and Dana, like they like I don't know what's going on with them, girl. Like they, like apparently Megan wanted Dana to wear like nails because she didn't want her sleeping with anybody on Queer Ultimatum. And then there was like another show, it was like, oh, I forgot the name of it, but it was on Netflix and it had Adriana. Netflix reality TV show. I'm gonna look it up. Nope, that's not it. But it was a show about like Married at First Sight. No, that's not the girl. We did this before. Married at First Sight, Netflix. Right? Wasn't it on Netflix? Watch Married at First Sight. Yeah, Married at First Sight. And then one of the people on there, no, it wasn't Married at First Sight. Do y'all know the reality TV show that I'm talking about? No, because I'm talking to myself. But like Netflix dating reality TV show. Okay, let me put my web camera up while I like look this up. But there was a reality TV show where they never looked at each other. And then like at the very end, they would get married, or they decide whether or not they'd want to get married. And if they didn't, like they would be in like a wedding dress or a wedding like tuxedo, and if they didn't, they would just like walk away. So what is this called? Love is Blind. That's the name of it. Love is Blind. Okay, so very quickly, Love is Blind, right? On Netflix. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go back to in-game. Love is Blind. Yes, it's this one. Love is Blind, where you never see the person, and then you finally see them, and then you just try to make a decision whether or not you want to marry them or not, right? And then I think I watched this season with this girl right here. She is bad. She is so pretty. Like body on Lipton. Body's not even on Lipton. Body on coffee. For how strong she is, how strong her body is. Jesus. Body on, okay, no. I forgot her name, but she was so cute in that, and I think she was like a Dallas cheerleader as well, and she, you know, obviously went for this dude, and it ended up not working out at all. And then this girl right here, she was a weirdo. Yeah, but Love is Blind. AD, that's her name. AD, yeah. Like a lot of these shows are come up shows. Like they're shows to get your like name out there, to start your influencer journey. A lot of people on The Bachelor, they become influencers and do brand deals. A lot of people on Love Island become influencers and do brand deals. Like this is why you do these shows. Nobody, you cannot convince me in 2025 that none of these people are on these shows genuinely trying to find love. They're probably trying to get into the reality TV pipeline, which I don't blame you, do what you gotta do, but they're not on here trying to find love. And this is what like bothers me about these shows, and why I just think they're a crock of shit sometimes, because they're like, if you don't understand that a lot of reality TV in 2025 isn't real, it's fake and it's clipped, and they clip out certain scenes or they clip out certain moments to create a narrative, you, my friend, are living under a rock. Reality TV isn't real. We should all know this. And I think Unreal does a good job in like exposing how reality TV isn't necessarily real. Like everything we watch isn't real. Like sometimes they'll just piecemeal certain parts of a conversation to make it like a coherent sentence that has nothing to do with what they're actually talking about, just so that they can create a villain out of a character, or just so that they can create a storyline. And so I like watch people idolize these shows and idolize the people in these shows, right? And granted, like Oh my God, I forgot about her. Excuse me. One minute. We're gonna get to her because I have some conversations to talk about with her and just like black women in general on these shows. But like they'll look at Huda and be like, oh my God, Huda's so tea, she's so cute or whatever. Or they'll look at what's her name? Let me do the webcam real quick. No, that's not her name. Love Island. Olandria. Girl, Olandria is the Barbie doll I wish I had. She is stunning. If you don't think she's stunning, then I'm either gonna think that you're insecure or a bigot, okay? Like if you don't think she's stunning, all right? That's where I'm at with it. If you're a woman and do not think that Olandria from Love Island isn't stunning, you are either insecure or a bigot. There's no in between. Like look at Taylor. Taylor can't even like touch her. I haven't even watched the show, by the way, but like Olandria is like grade A, like just Barbie doll pretty, you know what I mean? And like all the narrative around her and who she should pick and who she should like pour into or let pour into her, like that's going on TikTok, all this discourse. And like I'm gonna just be honest with a lot of you guys, right? When it comes to like black women on these shows, like look at that body, like that's just like a fit body, bro. And the goddess braids, bro. Oh my God, she beautiful, stunning. But like there's a lot of manipulation that goes on behind the scenes. There are a lot of things that we don't even know who said what, right? And what we need to believe. They just want to push a narrative for us to kind of go along with so we can constantly make think pieces and dissertations on TikTok and YouTube, kind of like how I'm doing now. But like a lot of these shows, when it comes to black women on these shows, they are just straight like dead ass humiliation rituals. They are it's humiliation content for black women. You know what I mean? Everybody wants Olandria to like let Nick pour into her. I agree, because that one scene where Taylor was like over here and saying that nobody liked her, and you could see Olandria was getting like kind of upset. Like, girl, go to Nick. Broaden your horizons. You do not have to date monoracially on a show, a hot and heavy show about attractive people trying to find love. All right, like give the people what they want. You know what I mean? But like these shows do not uplift us in any way, shape, or form. They're just meant to embarrass women like me and make us look like we are less desirable, like we are the last pick, like we are uninteresting. Very quickly, but when Love is Blind came out and AD and Clay, this happened like last year, I think. Yeah, AD and Clay from Love is Blind. First of all, I need everybody to see AD's body real quick because she is beautiful. Like in the face, she's already like gorgeous, right? But like in the body, like body is tea. Body was like, you couldn't tell me anything if I had a body like this. If I had a body like this, you would definitely have to speak to me all kinds of nicely. Like you couldn't come to me you would have to come to me anyway but correct. You couldn't come to me anyway but correct, okay? Like you had to, like she was so gorgeous, she's so pretty, you know what I mean? And just like so familiar to me, like she could be my cousin or my older sister. Like that's how I like black women who look like that to me. It just feels, I don't know, like wholesome. You know what I mean? Like Olandria, I can tell that she is from, isn't Olandria Nigerian? I think she's a Nigerian. Yeah, she's first generation African probably, and I can like just tell by like her look, you know. But I can tell like AD just feels like very like, I don't know, like all American pretty, you know what I mean? Like African American pretty. I don't know. I just think she's very beautiful. But I remember when this was going down with AD, and I just remember when like AD and Clay were getting together, and Clay played in that woman's face. And we all talked about how this dude played in her face and like led her on and was just kind of like, you know, I don't know, thanks. I'm not like interested like that. Like I might be interested, but I don't know. Like he led this girl on until she got to the altar and he basically humiliated her. And then his parent, his mother, it's always the mother girl. His mother and his sister just kind of coddled him and was like, yeah, that's just kind of who Clay is as a person. Okay. A lot of these dating shows, they're not for us. Okay, they're not for us. They're not for us. They're not for me. They're not for you. Okay, like they put us in these precarious situations like Olandria and Taylor, and Olandria feels like she has to be loyal to someone like a Taylor who looks every bit of like a Meat Canyon character. Like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to be nice, but like Taylor is not that. He's not that cute. He doesn't even have a suit that makes him look cute, bro. And they feel like they have to be loyal to people like that instead of like pouring into Nick, who looks a little bit better. I'm not gonna lie, right? Not really my type, but looks a little bit better. And you know, you end up in situations like with AD and Clay from Love is Blind, where Clay just like leaves her at the altar and it's like, I can't take this seriously. Like he could have let her know before she like approached the altar that he wasn't going to marry her. You know what I mean? Or like they weren't going to get together. And granted, the whole idea that these characters on Love is Blind are not seeing like, and like they do not see anybody, like they do not see anybody that they're talking with until like halfway through the season, and then they have to make an ultimatum, no pun intended, about whether or not they want to get married. Like that whole idea or concept is wacky to me. That is a wacky ass concept, right? But like it makes good reality TV. So like by default, we should not have expected realistically any of the couples to like get married. See this Clay is like explaining to AD why he can't marry her, girl. You're just explaining to her like, yeah, I'm sorry, man, like I just don't like, I'm not committed. Like, bro, like get out of here, bruh. But like, you know what I mean? These shows, they put women like AD, they put women like Alondria, they put women like the girl from Too Hot to Handle on this show, and they put them in front of a bunch of other I guess contestants or women, if you will, that in some respects can be intimidated by their beauty. Like I wouldn't blame them. Like look at Alondria, she looks like a literal like Nigerian Barbie doll. She looks adorable. And then I remember like with AD, and she was wearing this blue dress, and Sarah or Heather, the girl who was like super manipulative with her feelings, I think the redhead, like she was crashing out. Cause like, what was it? Like AD was talking about AD light blue dress. AD Love is Blind. AD was talking to Heather's like partner. Like, see this? Body on, not even on Lipton, it gotta be on coffee with the way her body looks. Like Jesus Christ. The dress looks cute though. But Heather, the other girl from Love is Blind, she was crashing out because she knew that her love interest no, that's not her name. Maybe her name was Sarah. Love is Blind. Sarah? No, Sarah was like no nonsense, I believe. Love is Blind 80. It was her. This girl was crashing out because like her dude was looking at 80. And she was just freaking out because she could not go band for band. But like, a lot of these shows aren't really for us. We go on these shows and we end up getting embarrassed. Because we don't get picked. Not that getting picked, well, we'll get there. Not that getting picked is important, right? But like, we don't get picked. We don't seem as desirable. And it's like these dating shows, and more ways than none, keep telling us that we are not desirable contestants for these dating shows. One, these dating shows are telling you that the love, the relationships that you're trying to get from these shows. Oh my God, who said hi to me on Twitch? How long ago was this? Hi, Wimcrow. Hello. But like, the love and relationships that happen on these dating shows that they want like people to be like so invested in do not exist. They do not exist. People are on there for a moment, right? One. Two, if you are a Black woman on the show, you are never going to get picked. Like, they're gonna make sure that you will not get picked unless it's like The Bachelorette and there's like a Black woman bachelor. Like, they will probably do away with you towards the end of the season, right? Like, or they will like ostracize you or keep you from like the main cast, right? And it's something that I've noticed with a lot of Black women. And to go back to Queer Ultimatum and I Kissed a Girl, Lesbian Love Island, I noticed that the Black femmes, they don't they're not like chosen at all. Like, it just seems like they're the least desirable, and it's so exhausting to deal with, like, seeing that. And I think that's one of the reasons why I don't watch these shows anymore. But more importantly, you're on a reality TV show to be picked by a dude. To be a pick-Misha to a dude, bruh. Or maybe you're gonna be a pick-me bro to a girl. I don't know. But like, come on. That you know full well isn't going to last that long. Or isn't really like true love. Like, this is all just for cameras. Y'all aren't really connecting like that. Like, it's just a crock of shit. Okay? Like, it's just a huge fat crock of heaping piles of shit. All right? And we watch it because it's fun. We watch it because it's entertaining. We watch it to be like, Olandria, go to Nick. Don't go to Meet Canyon Face, okay? We watch it because Huda is a midnight ballerina. We'll never know. We watch it because Megan and Brittany, you know, and these two toxic ass motherfuckers. But it's just like so unrealistic. Like, at some point, like, don't get me wrong, I'm probably still gonna watch like Love is Blind and tune into the discourse with Love Island, but at some point we have to look at it and just be like, come on, bro. What is actually going on right now? But anyway, that's my rant about Love Island. I got 30 minutes left, and then I'm probably gonna head off because I want to go to bed and get ready for tomorrow. I'm gonna play some Marvel Rivals because I haven't played that in weeks or in days. Y'all, I gotta go to Steam. My job is coming to an end. It is coming to an end. I'm sad. I like the diversity of working at my job. It was really nice. And I learned a lot about myself and what I can take on. But it's me, girl. Oh, I have to sign in with a QR code? Really? They're gonna do me like that? Let me do the web camera while I do all this. I have to I did learn a lot about myself, but I just know that the next job I want, like, they're not gonna play in my face. Like, I really want my coins. But like, a part of me just feels like I just don't have enough experience. And like, a lot of these tech companies, like, they want rock stars. That's what they like to call them, rock stars. They want literally like a person to do like 50 jobs at once for like pennies, you know? So I don't know. And then also with AI, I don't know I don't know if let me pull up the video that I was watching, but I don't know if it's just a bubble or if it's like really the next big thing that we should be banking on. I really don't know. There's a lot of ambiguity. I watched another podcast about like an AI journalist, someone who specialized in AI cult podcast, someone who specializes in like understanding what's going on behind the scenes of a lot of these AI companies. And I watched Karen Howe, hopefully I pronounced her name right. I watched this video, Silicon Valley Insider, it exposes cult like AI companies, where she's basically saying that it's not controlled and people are worried. And you know, some people are looking at AI literally as a religion. Like, I did not think that would happen so fast. I don't know if AI is really going to provide the efficiency that we want. It might provide the displacement for a lot of these companies to, I guess, move more efficiently, but I don't think it's going to, I don't know. I just don't. It either might be a bubble or it might just be like a really, really bad snafu for all of us. Okay.
Welcome one and all to Krakoa. This living island may be a sovereign mutant nation.
Like, all the things I'm learning about AI and how to design AI equitably, like all those things that I'm learning, no one gives a shit about. Like, no one can, like, they're just like, they're literally designing AI influencers that they, you know, high key are trying to replace you and my job. Like, like, girl. Ooh, I have one concurrent viewer. I'm worried. I think it's weird that like AI is using the likeness of so many people who use those AI apps that like digitally enhance their face. Cause like, what if my face is on there? Cause I don't use those programs, right? So like, I'm worried that my face might be on there, like, cause someone just put my face on there, you know? That concerns me a little bit. And yeah, some of them are cool. Like one that I think is cool is the AI baby. Like, you can put you and your partner's baby in the AI and it'll show you what your kid will look like. Cause like, you know, I'm probably not gonna have kids. I don't want no kids, so that's cool to see. But like, also like, I don't want to put my face on there for them to use for like a fake influencer. You know what I mean? Okay. Captain Clintar in Future Foundation. Okay, cool. Who is Captain Clintar? I'm gonna look that up real quick. I'm not gonna look that up over here. Oh, the Venomverse. First appears in Edge of Venomverse. Time to Forget. Oh, so this is a Venom skin? I like the Venom skins that have come out. Time to forget your schoolyard fights. We've got a war to win. Okay. Well, now I gotta figure out. I'm on the wiki. Here, real quick. Okay. Because I'm invested, right? Like, I want y'all to be invested with me. Captain Clintar. Captain Venom is a variant of Steve Rogers, who bonded with the symbiote. Everyone was just bonding with the symbiote. And was resurrected as the field leader of the resistance to travel the multiverse and recruit other Venoms. In his appearance, he was captured and presumed dead. Sorry, y'all. Poison Hulk broke into Venom's base, where Rogers was later revealed to be assimilated by Poison. Oh no. Steve Rogers. And then we got Foundation. Spider-Man. Spider-Man is like the worst character. Maybe he's not the worst, he's the hardest to play, and he always gets the best skins. Pete, if you're hearing this, I'm sorry, pal. Sorry that I'm gone, because, well, I know how you feel when it comes to losing your family, and that's what you are to me, family. So if you're thinking this is my last will, I'm leaving. First appears in FF Future Foundation #1. Okay. Dude, the costume's cool. See, you always be getting cool costumes for no reason. Okay, okay. Yeah, Invisible Woman's costume is cool. Venom Bubble Pop, Heroes. Why are there exclamation points? Mood system on the, I don't know what that is. All right, time to play. Yeah, those are cool. So I mentioned how Jean Grey is coming out, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is about the dev team creating these characters, but sometimes their outfits don't be hitting for me. Like, I don't like the Phoenix's outfit. It looks really weird. And I'm also not a fan of, like I said, I was never a fan of Emma Frost's boots. Like, the whole costume at the top was like amazing, like stunning, and then like you get to her boots and it's like we fell off. Why did we fall off? Because like who is really fighting crime and like rhinestone studded blue X thigh highs? Like, that just took me out of it. Like, you just needed to come up with something, you know what I mean? So I never really liked that design. But I think her alternate costume is pretty cute. And I also noticed that they have a likeness towards like their women having like blue and white.
Tell me this isn't the date night you've been planning for us, Reed.
Like, look at Psylocke's costume. Isn't that pretty? That's a really like well done,
Literally anything.
improved version of her traditional costume. You know what I mean?
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I don't know, the blonde hair, blue eyed baddies just get like the worst looks. Like,
Too often, men prove themselves worse than demons.
alright. So I'm probably not gonna be that good at this game.
Suppose that helped.
It's unspeakable. Anyone going to
Oh,
help?
wait, hey, what the fuck?
That's better.
This is why I hate playing against Spider-Man. It's so annoying.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
My boyfriend says that I have to learn how to play all. I have to learn how to play all.
You fall for
Capture the mission area.
I have to learn all positions, and I'm like, no. I want to play. I want to play strategist.
We've got trouble. Anyone willing to help? Psionic burst.
I'm not playing as aggressive as we can be. Nice.
Proud of what you did here. An extra force field?
Okay, I think we can.
Disappear.
No, was that smart? Did I do that right? I don't think I did.
The next version of me I meet is nicer.
Finally bouncing back.
They look like they mean business.
Oh shit, Jeff, no. Help me.
I got you covered.
That's our Spider-Man. Okay.
Clear the way.
You captured more than half of the mission.
I hate playing against Spider-Man.
Don't mess with the amazing Spider-Man! Judge, jury, executioner! Problem solved!
Oh, damn.
How sad.
That was musty.
The area's almost yours.
We just have to lock in for the next couple of shit. I hear Phoenix is gonna play like hella. That sounds fun, I guess. Maybe she might be my new favorite,
You'll have to keep fighting until we have
I don't know,
a winner.
not strategist, duelist? I guess, I don't know, girl.
Clear the way.
Okay, so it looks like we're gonna... Shit. What is going on? Okay. Okay, so we captured it. Cool.
Even when you can't see me,
Who?
I'll still make you believe.
We just have a Mr. Fantastic, okay.
Seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Please tell me this isn't.
I hear this as competitive sucks. I hear people just quit when they're frustrated, which isn't fair to anybody. They should change it so you can't quit the game.
Side by side.
Literally anything.
Noted.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area. Got it?
What has Victor gotten us into this time?
Okay.
Our adversary's down.
Okay, oh, wait.
Your rule has come to an end.
Feeling fantastic.
Looks like the mission area is yours to capture now.
Vortex field. What a difference. Psionic burst.
Capture the mission area.
Was a stretch. Feeling fantastic.
I was worried. Clearly you needed some help.
Yay, we got the control. We controlled the area. Wee. Oh, shit. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Let me just heal over here. I should probably be in there though. like this. What the hell is this?
Tremble before fast! I am Asgard's might!
Oh, why did I do that? I didn't mean to do that. That wasn't smart. I don't know how to aim.
Thought you wouldn't see me again?
Control lost.
After my step,
Their team's capture progress has passed the halfway point.
Watch me saw! Nearly vortex field!
Oh, see, I'm not playing well today. I might have to play as Mantis. Because we are not... I mean, they're playing well. I'm just not.
I was worried. What am I? Invisible? Much better.
Center stage.
I don't even know where I'm going. I'm lost. I'm lost and I'm itchy. It's not a good combo. Oh no. Where is she doing that?
We can always count on you, Spidey.
Okay, so I guess we're gonna win. No thanks to me, maybe. Oh no. Guys, don't let him take me. Don't let him take me. Bitch.
We've got trouble. Anyone going?
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
No. No. Jeff. Oh no, they're gonna win.
I won't disappear so easily.
Oh, we're gonna win. Yay. Oh, shit. No thanks to me. I'm like all the way out here. Okay, let me just be a support. Let me be a good support.
No worries. I got your back.
How many kills did I get? I did a lot of assists, but I only got 8 kills. That's not good. Oh well. We won though! Yay! Thank you, Dawn, Evie. Every time I see Psylocke's costume, it makes me want to cosplay her so badly. I feel like the top up would look good, but I'd have to make my own stockings
Pick your
because my
hero.
thighs are thick.
Or villain. I'm not
I got
judging.
big thighs. Alright, let me show you Invisible
I'm not the
Woman
type who
again.
fades quietly into the background.
Today I learned about cryptic pregnancies, and they're basically pregnancies where you can't tell that the person is pregnant. Like they don't have any like tummy, nothing shows. Scary, very scary. Cause what do you mean cryptic pregnancy?
It feels good to step
God.
outside my bubble every now
Like, what do you mean you don't even have the signs? Like, nothing shows up, and then all of a sudden you find out you're 6 months pregnant. What? That is terrifying.
It's Richard's, Namor. As you are well aware.
Perhaps the two of us have been brought together here for a greater purpose.
I should probably get my tubes
Are your
tied.
motivations always as
I hear that people like
Starts in 5, 4, 3, 2.
people get pregnant with tubes tied though.
All you need to do is
Like what? I guess you just gotta keep your legs closed, man, in order to avoid pregnancy.
Hellfire Club royalty. This is beneath me.
Hostile forces incoming.
Okay. So,
Watch it now.
I got you covered. Vortex field. Control.
okay. Already starting off strong. Alright. I'm gonna hop over to her orb. Ah! Ugh.
I am badly wounded.
I don't give up so easily.
You've captured more than half of the mission area.
Yay! Half of the mission area. Yeah, I don't know if I would ever be able to play this game competitively. Even if I got really good, it just seems like not a fun time. It just seems stressful.
Never even saw me coming. Feeling fantastic. No worries, I've got your back.
What is this? Oh god. Just coffee slipping.
Vortex field. No worries, I've got your back.
Yay. Got a good chunk of kills that time. Dragon Ball 5. I guess that's supposed to say Dragon Balls? Yeah.
It feels good to step outside
All
my
right.
bubble every now and then.
I like this costume for Magic. It's a really cute costume. That would probably be another thing I'd want to cosplay.
Get ready.
In the like
Daggers and your soul sword.
unknown future.
Anything they throw our way.
Our foes would be wise not to underestimate us.
I was supposed to go to Dragon Con this year. Now I can't go because a bitch got no job. So whose con am I dragoning at? Like, that's just not gonna happen.
4, 3, 2, 1. All you need to do is capture the mission area.
I was gonna volunteer too. I was looking forward to it. It's okay. I could probably still volunteer, but it wouldn't be fun because I'd have no money. If there's like a miracle where I find like employment like in like less than a month, which is normally not how these things go for me, then maybe I could go. But even then, I don't think it would be a good idea for me. I don't know. Is that smart? No. You have Hella in here.
Much better. Here, nice work, Namor.
Who is judge, jury, executioner?
Psionic burst.
Not today. No judge, jury, execution today. I think we're all healed. Okay, okay.
Ship shape in no time.
Okay. Come on, Jack. You don't want none of this, Jack.
Feeling fantastic. No worries, I got your back.
That is much better. A mystical artifact of some sort.
Okay, maybe I should go up there with the team.
Anyone willing to
Thanks for
help?
healing me.
Suppose that helps.
You've captured more than half of the mission area. Keep going.
Guys. Cloak, well, this isn't our fight, girl. You will not be able to hold him down.
Over here. I got you covered. Just in time. Thanks.
Control lost.
Oh, that wasn't smart.
To victory!
It's just us.
Control C. The area's almost yours.
Vortex field.
I should have pulled him in, but I guess that worked.
No worries. Moon Knight's all
Ship
precision.
shape in no time.
Anyone willing to help? Much better.
The moonhold of the dawn of thunder! The moon!
It's clear I'm
You'll
still
have to
needed
keep
here.
fighting until we have a winner.
We're almost gonna win. Yay. This was kind of a boring game. That wasn't fun. Alright, one more game and then I'm probably gonna head off.
Victory.
Congratulations, Cloak and Dagger.
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I'm not the type who fades quietly into the background.
Shuri should be in this game. That would be cool.
Even when the multiverse is in danger, family still comes first.
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
Shouldn't that have earned us your respect?
Asgard has been instead of your today. But as always,
If I wanted to go,
The battle starts in 5,
5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
Enemy ahead of us.
Oh, hey, whoa, that's a lot going on. Alright, now I think I'll go in. got another invisible woman. And a Wolver, or no, that's a... Shit, let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Oh, Ultron. Thank you. I wonder if Blade is gonna play easily.
I see you've been taking my lessons to heart, Magic.
Thanks.
Bravo!
Thanks, Emma. That's sweet of you. I like this Emma. We work together. Oh, hey. Who's doing that?
No worries, I've got your back.
I'm barely hard.
Hey, I gotta catch up to my team.
Watch out.
Got it.
I suppose that helped.
Nice. Shit, oh god, girl, no.
Vehicle reached the checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Anyone willing to help?
Oh shit. Jeff got me. That was a clean kill too.
It's clear I'm still needed here.
Is this what I've been reduced to? Escorting goats?
Oh god. Why did I put the orb up there?
Feeling fantastic.
Okay, I think we can do my ult now. I think now is time. Oh, shit, why did we at the same time shoot?
I got you covered. Anyone willing to help?
Yeah, Emma. I like this Emma Frost. Oh, who did that? Okay, Widow. Black Widow, I see you. That was clean. That was clean.
It's clear I'm still needed here.
I was having a funky old time. Then Black Widow came in and sniped me.
Sniper, right there.
Oh god, we're not playing well. Oh no.
Feeling fantastic.
Oh no. What's going on?
I got you covered.
I don't even know if Ultron's fun to play. I don't know if that's the one I should play. God, why did I do that?
We're headed to the world tree. Psionic surge. We push all the way to Yggdrasil.
Oh shit, okay. Alright. Girl. Fuck.
Anyone willing to help? Feeling fantastic.
Can I do this forest burst over there? That would be a perfect place to do it too. Okay, I can. Oh no, guys.
Get that vehicle moving again.
until the end. Clear the path. We're headed to the World Tree.
A feast for my crows! We've been targeted by
Let's hope those goats are ready to go. Anyone willing to help?
Feels better.
Why does he do that?
Needed some help.
He just, Ironfish just goes in full throttle, not even thinking things through. Oh no, who is that? Oh. Just out here terrorizing folks. Squirrel Stampede, air us against the world.
Life consumes you. I don't give up so easily.
I need that more than I am used to.
Healing. Why did I need healing? Invisible? No, but you're trying to disappear.
Trees dead ahead. Don't stop now.
Only 60 seconds left.
Nice.
No worries, I've got your back.
We don't got this though, high key. Okay, we got it. Alright, we got it. Here. Whoa!
No worries, I've got your back.
30 seconds.
Much better.
God. So it looks like we won't be winning this one.
The final 10 seconds.
Unless something magically happens during overtime.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the
Oh, okay. JK.
Enemy ahead of us.
Okay. There we go. Okay, I'll let her deal with that.
Bless the healing arts.
Clear the way.
Oh shit. Bitch. Ah, nice, Emma. She got me. Damn. That was solid. That was solid.
I don't give up so easily.
Us against the world.
That's it. Don't let anything stand in your way. Only 60 seconds left.
Let chaos.
Co-op time.
Okay, so like what are we gonna do here? Okay, I got my Q. I got my Was that smart to do? No. I guess. No, that wasn't smart to do.
Down to 30 seconds.
Did we win? Yay, we won! And this wasn't bad. I didn't do too bad this time. Let's go, Magic. Alright. I think that's it for me, though. That is it. I have to get to bed so I can get ready for work tomorrow. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm sorry it's a short stream today, but It's a Sunday. I know in a couple weeks the streams are going to be a lot longer because I can put more into this. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in and listening to me ramble and rant about, I don't know, dating shows. So hopefully I'll have more stuff to talk about next week. Though next week, Miss Giselle Knowles is coming to my city. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to look. I don't know if I should just take that whole weekend off, or maybe I'll tune in for an hour stream. Maybe I'll do a Get Ready With Me stream. I really don't know what that's going to look like. But I just want to say thank you to those who did pop in on my stream. And also shout out to those who are also on my stream, like watch my VOD when I put it up. I really appreciate that. And yeah, thank you guys so much for seeing me today, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again next week. Okay, bye.